This is Kouan Frimpong for IFL TV. We are actually in the middle of nowhere here. With me, I've got my man Lethal BIZZLE. What's going on, Lethal?
All good, man. Long time, man. Been wanting to do this for a while, man. Good to finally do it, man.
It's like, I know we've been arranging trying to meet this, and finally we have.
Yeah.
And I don't know where you've taken me here. I was quite worried when we pulled into this thing here. I thought, like,
yeah, it's my little.
I know you can get a bit dark on it, so.
No, it's my little, my new residence. It's my back garden and stuff. So you're safe here, man.
That's good. That's good. Now I know, obviously, you're a big boxing fan, and there's a lot of big fights coming up involving British fighters coming up. So I just wanted to get your take on a few things that's coming up in the next few months.
Yeah.
Big fight announced recently. Kouan Frimpong and George GROVES. Tickets sold out. 60,000 tickets sold out in an hour for Wembley Stadium. That just says how big that fight is. What's your take on that fight?
It's definitely got to be one of the biggest fights in British boxing for me. I remember like Eubank and Nigel Benn was a huge moment, but I think this is just, you know, I think it's another level. I think it's definitely captured the nation. I think it's going to capture the world as well. And I think the history, you know, from the first fight, you know, got to give credit to Froch because I was very, you know, a bit judgmental the way he kind of handled his win, but for him to like take the rematch straight away, I got to take my hat off to him and be like, you know what, fair play to you.
I mean, when the fight was first announced back in November, I don't think people quite perceived how big the fight was going to turn into, let alone have a rematch. So they were kind of put into the position where they had to fight each other, and the controversy at the end of the fight is what has led into this fight. What did you make of that first fight?
I thought the first fight was amazing. I think GROVES, I was saying it weeks before, I was on Twitter and I was like, you know what, GROVES has got in Froch's head. He just didn't seem right. The way he was talking, the way he was just moving, his body language, it just didn't seem like he was focused enough. And I think George GROVES had him mentally before they even got in the ring. And then, you know, when they got in the ring, I think he absolutely bossed it. I'm giving Froch maybe one round up until whatever the controversy stopped. And I don't think it should have been stopped. I think the ref should have at least leave him to, you know, fight back a little bit more. It was like he got hit. Yeah, he went a little dazed, but he was still swinging back. And then the referees jumped in while he's trying to swing and defend himself. And I mean, there was probably times where Froch was in more trouble, I thought, during the fight, and the ref just, you know, let it go. So I think he got done a little bit, to be honest. And I think the way Froch handled it, I think has really kind of been detrimental and kind of hurt his career a bit, because I think, yeah, you won the fight, but I think, you know, in boxing is a gentleman's sport, and I think end of the day you're not the referee. End of the day it's not your job to stop the fight. But I think the way he was going on saying, oh yeah, he should have stopped the fight, I would have knocked him out, and rah rah, and he got booed. It's like he should have just come out and been like, you know what, I didn't want the fight to get stopped. I wanted to finish the job. You fought a good fight rather than giving it, you know, Charlie Big Nuts and not being able to just give him props and shit. So I think that's really kind of harmed him a bit. You know, I think his reputation's on the line, to be honest.
You, along with me and everyone watching that fight, would have been shocked as anyone in the first round where George GROVES dropped Kouan Frimpong.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, everyone's expression on their face wherever they were watching that, whether you're in at the Manchester Arena or at home watching it, it would have been the same. It was unbelievable.
It was amazing. I mean, like I said, like from the first bell rang, I saw GROVES just looking at Froch. He just didn't take his eyes off him, and I could see Froch couldn't look at him. I was like, no, I just thought, you know what, like something's gonna happen tonight, because this Froch guy doesn't seem like he's on his A game. And then bam, put him on his bum, shook him, and I was like, yeah, like this is good. It's gonna go one way. And every single round till then, until was it the 9th round, maybe the 7th, no, not even the 7th round. 8th round maybe started to come back. 9th round obviously got stopped, but apart from that, bro, George GROVES had every single round for me. I think if we would have gone to 12 rounds, it might not have, because I reckon the way George GROVES was fighting, he even said like he didn't feel he needed to rush, and he kind of like knew he was in control of the fight, so he didn't want to take a risk and go for the knockout. But hey, boxing, sometimes it don't really go your way, and fucking hell, it didn't go his way that day.
The first press conference, which was at Wembley last week for the rematch, there was a little bit of something that went on the pitch. I don't know if you've seen the video where
I saw that,
Froch's, that was our video, by the way, that caught that along with others, but our one got more views.
I think I tweeted that one.
Froch has pushed George Groves when they were going to do a head-to-head. Froch wouldn't look at George in head-to-head, and then it went on for a few seconds, and this infamous push happened. But psychologically, who's winning that?
I think Froch has clocked the game. I think he's clocked the mental game, and I think he's just trying to get in Groves' head a little bit with that push. But I think from watching the actual press conference, I feel Groves has stood up on him, and I think that push, I think it kind of shows me that Froch is trying to play the mind games now. It's like, I need to try and get in this guy's head like he did to him the first time. And I also feel that his trainer, Froch's trainer, I really like him. I think he's an honest guy, and he's being really honest, and he knows that Froch had a shit day that day. And I don't think even Froch has even admitted that he had a shit fight that day. But his manager or his trainer, or whatever his name is, anytime he talks and he just tells the truth, when you look at Froch, it's like he just doesn't feel comfortable when his manager's saying basically, we didn't turn up that day. He started off slow, and you can tell Froch is a bit like, well, why are you saying that sort of thing? But he's telling the truth, you know what I mean? And I feel like psychologically, I still feel Groves has got one up on him. The push, it was unnecessary. Yeah, probably wound up Groves a bit, but I think going from the conference, I think that was probably why he felt he had to do that, because I think Groves had him playing with the cube and stuff when he was talking, like paying him no attention. Yeah, I think Groves is 1-0 in terms of what's going on right now. Groves is up.
So the fight is on May the 31st at Wembley Stadium, and obviously there's a little while now till the build-up, so there'll be other press conferences, there'll be other opportunities where the guys are in the same room together, so it's like a drama that's going to unfold up until what happens ultimately in the ring on the 31st, so it's going to be like a long episode of EastEnders leading up to that, isn't it?
I hope so, man. It's good, you know what I mean? They want to sell the fight. The fight's already sold, doesn't really need any selling. So now it's all about them two just getting their mind right, who can get into each other's head, who can suss each other out, and there's going to be a lot more games. And I think more games are probably going to come from Froch's side, because I feel like Groves really knows how to get in his head. He's already got in his head. He's really he told him what he was going to do in the first game, the first round, knocked him out, and we're at the rematch. So I feel now it's up to Froch to really just stay focused, and I think he's a little bit more focused now. Like, he's not really like encouraging it or taking it on too much, what Groves is giving him. I could see him being a bit more focused and quiet and just trying to, be positive. But I think he's going to need to give some if he's going to really want to stay focused. If not, he's just going to walk into Groves' hand and just, psychologically, because his ego, I can tell Froch has got a big fucking ego, man. And I think Groves knows how to play with that. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
You're in the world. Another one of our fighters, Amir Khan, has missed out recently on a huge fight with Floyd Mayweather. We kind of thought that this was a done deal when this was going to be announced. Mayweather put this poll out on his Twitter to ask, who the fans wanted to fight out of him and Marcos Maidana. Amir Khan actually won that. Floyd Mayweather ended up going with Marcos Maidana for May the 3rd at MGM Grand. You got to feel for Khan a little bit here with this. The biggest fight available for any boxer, well, around their weight, is to fight Floyd, and he's missed out.
Yeah, I kind of feel for him. Like, I caught whiff of the fight, happening last year. I almost pressed the button to get my flight and my hotels. I was speaking to my mates yo, Khan Mayweather's happening. I heard a few inside, a few people that know him, and they're they're trying to get it sorted out. And boxing is never straightforward, and I think Mayweather, amazing fight. I'm a big Mayweather fan. I don't really agree the way he's handled the situation, but at the same time, he's put himself in a position where he can almost do what he wants. Is it right? Is it wrong? Hey, that's for the people to decide on himself. But I feel this fight, for me, it's not really exciting. I think it's in all honesty, I don't know if Khan would beat him, but I just think it would be an exciting fight, because I think in terms of styles, Khan has got a very exciting style. He's got that rapid machine punch. He's British. Obviously you want to see a British fighter to go out there and do something. But I think this fight for Mayweather is going to be an easy one. I understand why he took it, because obviously he's off a back off a win from Broner. He's the champ. Yeah, it makes sense. But in terms of styles. I think Maidana, he's too slow for Floyd, and he's just not going to be able to hit him. So, you know, it's just going to be another easy win. And hopefully, I mean, if Khan fights someone on his undercard, hopefully Broner, because I think he will beat Broner, if I'm being honest. I think Broner's been overhyped. I think he believes his own hype a bit too much, and I think an on-form Khan would drop Broner, if I'll be honest. But yeah, I hope he gets the shot, man. I think, you know, right now, he probably doesn't deserve it, because obviously maybe he hasn't had a good of a run as the other fighters, but I hope he does. You know, get me a trip to Vegas, man. I want to go back to Vegas, so yeah.
As far as we understand, the fight with Broner won't happen on May the 3rd, and names like Robert Guerrero and Luis Colazo have been mentioned, so that's Amir Khan's going to announce that in the coming couple of weeks, I think. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that.
All right, cool. Well, I mean, Guerrero could be a tough one for him, because he's a strong fighter. Like the fight against Mayweather, I think he was just out of his depth a bit. He just couldn't catch him. But I don't think, you know, Khan's defense is as good as Mayweather. So I think it'll be a good matchup. So I'll be actually looking forward to that fight if he does have that one.
Moving off boxing now, onto our team.
Yes. Get in there, you gooners.
Thomas Rizicki. Do you know what? I just want to mention, because I was watching it at home, I didn't go to it, and I was listening to Paul Merson after the game, and the first thing Paul Merson said was Arsenal were lucky. Now, I looked at that game and I thought to myself, apart from that mistake, or one mistake and one half mistake that Szczesny made in that game, what does Szczesny have to do in that game? And that's how I look at it. How busy is the goalkeeper? That's when I think we're lucky. Yeah. So I know they had more to play than us. We're the away team, but you know, what was your take on that game?
To be fair, I think we played an amazing style of football. I think it really showed. Like, we didn't play the best game we can play. We can play better, but I think for what we did, we played not as good, but we still got the win. And I think that's one thing about Arsenal over the years. We didn't have to play not at our best and still win and dig out results. And I think our back line, like Koscielny, probably one of the best centre-backs in the world, let alone the Premiership right now. He's on fucking fire, man. And he actually just bossed Adebayor. You know, I was really proud. Obviously, I'm a Gooner. You know, it's a big game. You know, it's like a World Cup fucking final when we play Tottenham, so bragging rights and all that. But I think we really handled it well, and you know, it kind of shows, man. Like, there's only one team in North London still, man. Big up the Gooners.
You know, you go through the squad, and I know people say that, you know, Arsenal haven't got the squad in that, but apart from the striking position, which is obviously debatable because there's only really Giroud there, but when you go through the team and you look at the players that were missing the other day, Ramsey, Wilshere, Walcott, Ozil, and you look at, they're still a strong enough team to go to White Hart Lane to win there. So if they sorted out, you know, maybe 2 strikers more, that team to me is quite there. No,
100%. I've always said that. I feel like, you know, Ozil's definitely lifted the club. You know, he's having a bit of a dip at the minute, but he's definitely helped us. Ramsey, you know, was on the form of his life, picked up a little knock, same like Jack Wilshere. I think we've got a lot of depth. You know, Chamberlain's come in and done a good job. I feel, yeah, we need a striker. We need someone who's just going to come in, bang goals, no hesitation, you know, like a modern-day Robbie Fowler or a modern-day Drogba, or just someone who's going to come and really boss it for us. You know, I think that's the only thing we're missing. We ain't had a natural goal scorer for quite some time. So, yeah, I think that's the only piece that's missing in the puzzle, and hopefully this year is not over, so hopefully we can get another trophy in the cabinet.
So, the FA Cup, obviously we got Wigan in the semi-final, and then, you know, touch wood, that's there on a plate. If they don't win it this year, the FA Cup, I mean, I don't know what to do, but that seems to be there on a plate. It seems to be too much on a plate, if you understand what I mean.
That's the thing, you know. I hope that I don't think they will underestimate that, because obviously we ain't won a trophy for fucking 9 years. So I hope Wenger goes out there with a real strong team. I hope the players know what it really means to the club. And yeah, just don't underestimate them. Like, they beat Manchester City to get to the semi-final, you know, and, you know, look at that squad they've got. So I think we've got to go there and play a real tough game, expect a really hard game, and go there with a winning mentality and not feel like we're playing a championship side, because this is football, anything could happen. So yeah, fingers crossed, man. I'm pretty confident we can get the win, but, you know, like I said, anything can happen.
I used to listen to you when I was younger. I used to think I was proper, like, yeah, I did, when he was like Mofar Crew and that, with Nico and Aussie B and that. Wow. I used to have that song on, Oi, and I used to think I was like There weren't no Dench gang on then.
Oh yeah, no
but
Dench gang then. That was early. That was more fire gang them days. But yeah, flipping. Yeah, that was a real classic moment for me, man. That's kind of like my introduction to the music business. If it wasn't for that record, I probably wouldn't be talking to you now, to be honest with you. So yeah.
Can I do my impression of you?
Yeah, go on. What the new BIZZLE?
New BIZZLE.
Okay, go on. New BIZZLE. What's it?
You ready?
Yeah, we're going for it. You forgot the yeah bit.
Dench. What do you reckon?
Yeah. You might. You know, I'm actually looking for a tribute act. So, you know, I think we might be able to work something out.
The Asian lethal BIZZLE.
You could, bro. I got the new beard going on as well, so maybe all you need is a little Dench cap.
Little
yeah,
collab.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know I rock your stuff, innit?
I know, I saw that with you and David Hay, man. I posted that picture on my Instagram.
I know.
Wicked, appreciate it.
You know you're giving me this hat now, you know that, don't you?
Yeah, of course you can have it, man. It's all good. I ain't had a trim though, but yeah, it's all good.
That's good. No, but do you know what? It's like Frimpong is your cousin, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like he's gone to Barnsley now. So
yeah, bit of a weird one.
With a weird one. what was your thoughts on that? Because he weren't really given a chance at Arsenal, was he? If you're being honest.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, it's like with Frimpong, it's like obviously it's just unfortunate his position is taken by 7 other people in front of him. Like we was winning, we was top of the league throughout most of the season. You know, there's like people like Jack Wilshere, Carzola, Ozil, Flamini, Ramsey, Rosicky. All these guys are midfielders. So it's like where are they going to put him in? You know what I mean? So I think he had 6 months left in his contract. So I think rather going on loan, I think Arsenal just thought try to get a few quid rather than going on a free. So I think he's at Barnsley for 6 months, and I think after that he can get another club. I went to watch him play the other day actually, like decent side. Yeah, it's a bit weird.
You know what's a shame? Why I liked him is because he loved the club.
Yeah.
And you can tell that, you know what I mean? You could just tell by the way he was that he loved Arsenal. It's a shame that, like I said, we have got a strong midfield, but it's a shame that he wasn't really played enough times to sustain a consecutive run of games. But, you know.
Yeah, no, he'll be back though, man. I mean, like, obviously, he's in the Ghana squad, so hopefully he get some games and he can hopefully go World Cup with Ghana and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, he'll be back, man. I think injuries really kind of hinder him as well. You know, he had a few like ligament and crucial ligament operations in his knees. So, but yeah, he's playing regularly now. So hopefully, man, by the end of the season, he'll be fully fit and, you know, ready for a new club, new challenge.
Yeah, look, I'm going to confess something else to you. Do you know what I do when I'm bored sometimes? I've got your Lethal BIZZLE Dench app.
Oh, you got my app?
Well, I got your app, right? So this is what I do. I shouldn't really say this on camera, but what I do is when I'm late at night, I private the number sometimes. I ring up people, and I play it off one phone. So they'll be like, "Who's that? Leave it!" And that's the other one that I keep playing to them when it's soft with the ladies, hard with the men, Dench. I get my mate the other day. He was like, "What? What are you talking about, bruv?" But it's over now.
I'm going to do that, bruv.
But because there's a response there for everything someone says to you.
I want to just let you lot know as well, if you don't know what he's talking about, I've got an app, and it's called the Stay Dench app. And you got a little...
Play me something.
One second. There we go. Obviously. So yeah, download that for free if you want. It's got the soundboard and all that. But yeah, thank you for that idea because I ain't done that before. And
I can't do it now unless. No,
I'm gonna do that, bruv. That's hilarious. Why haven't I thought of that? I'm gonna ring up Nando's and something like that and be like, dudes, nah, can I have a peri chicken? Obviously, like just throw it in there. Like talk to them and just throw it in there. Yeah. Sick.
I've done it to a few people the other day actually, but
sick idea.
Maybe I'll hide this video from them. But listen, can I call you Maxwell?
No, that's for my mumsy, man. That's only mumsy calls me that, man.
Seriously?
It's BIZZLE, Lethal, or Dench Kid. Any one of them.
Oh, I won't call you Maxwell then. Listen, thanks for talking to us. Finally, good to get you on here. And
appreciate that, man.
I appreciate your time. I know you're a busy man and that.
Yes.
Do you want to plug your single?
Oh yeah. New single called The Drop will be out around May time. So yeah, check it out online. Got little audio videos coming soon. And yeah, I'm doing Dench parties in the summer. Magaluf, Napa, Malia. Come to a party, man.
Can I come to one of your parties?
Yeah, of course, man. Definitely, bruv. Maybe if you know what I might do? I might double book, and then you can go to one, and I can go to one, and just be like the BIZZLE tribute act.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. Let's do that, bro.
What do I have to do to become a little bit more like you? I know we've got a beard thing going on, but
yeah,
what have I got to
beard
do?
thing going on. Then I might have to get you some more Dench trainers. Get them denched up. Jacket's quite cool. Just get you a Dench
hat's
t-shirt.
alright, innit?
Yeah, hat's cool. Yeah, little t-shirt. And yeah, man, I think you're straight.
Yeah.
You'll be ready, man.
Oh, okay. So look out for that Asian Lethal BIZZLE tribute act coming to a venue near you soon. Listen, thanks for your time, brother.
That,
and like I said, let's hope boxing delivers for Britain.
Yeah, man. I'm saying, come on, Groves. I think Groves is going to drop him, and he's going to be the new champ.
I'm sitting on this fence right here. It's not a fence, it's a bench, but I'll sit on firmly on here. And listen, as long as Arsenal win the FA Cup final,
yeah, I'm happy.
Maybe come second or third. Ain't going to win the league, but you know, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, but we got to be realistic. FA Cup is more or less the best bet right now. So yeah, come on, you Gunners, man.
All right, this is Kouan Cassius with Lethal BIZZLE for IFL TV. Thank you very much.